Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Art of War. I'm Phwop, and we're about to tackle a UFO crash site. I'm going to look at the barracks. I don't have much in the way of resources to spend. I went ahead and picked classes for these guys, but I will point them out. Also, one of the viewers asked to be included in the roster. So look forward to the antics of Valentin Proulier. Hopefully that's pronounced right. I took a crack at it and tried to be smooth, and if I failed, well, there you go. So we have two commands: Infantry, Scout, and Sleeper. Now I chose these based on stats, as opposed to based on maybe what I need for this mission, and that could cause me trouble, so I want to play a little more cautiously. Two commands are kind of, they're the backbone of your longer missions, not necessary for shorter ones, and not overall more necessary than any other class, but training them up early is nice, and this guy had really high willpower and kind of mediocre stats all around. So let's take a look. We have our infantry. Infantry, pretty standard. They start with lock and load. It's a little less powerful than the other perks given out at first level, I think, in the straight up killing department. Once you have better weapons, but when you're at the very beginning of the game, it can seem weak, but if you have better equipment, lock and load plays out more, especially with any weapon that has rapid fire or the ability to spend a lot of ammo fast. And that +1 additional ammo is fantastic. Then you can move into light 'em up into sharpshooter. This column's kind of the crit, stand and deliver crit build. Down the center we have suppression, field medic, and those build into kind of your frontline medic, your corpsman, if you will. Suppression really powerful with lock and load, I'll point out, since you can continually suppress by reloading and suppressing infinitely, basically. Whereas even gunners have to reload at some point. And then on the right, opportunist into ready for anything. Ready for anything does come with some stat boosts, like it does with all classes. And of course, opportunist and ready for anything together is going to give you a lot of area control. Later you build into rapid reaction and rapid fire, which both combo with ready for anything to give you 2 attacks on your turn and up to 3 overwatch attacks as long as you keep hitting. And that's just crazy area control, especially since you can reload. You'll need that extra ammo. So that is the infantry. Command, we haven't seen one of these yet. Now I have 2. Smoke grenade is that first perk. Save their action for last, and they can cover the butts of anyone who gets themselves in trouble with smoke. Remember, smoke prevents the flanking, the exposed bonus to crit on any units inside, whether they actually have cover or not. And that 20 defense is worth quite a bit on its own, especially when stacked with cover. And for units that don't use cover at all. Really powerful. Plus, you can throw a smoke grenade as your first action and still do something. Kind of makes these guys the mama bears of the group, or papa bears in this case. On the left, they specialize more into medkit usage, speed, healing, some serious smoke right here. And of course more medkit. With field medic you'll have a lot of charges and you'll always have a free medikit on the way. With paramedic you'll be able to use those charges as your first action without ending your turn. Note that you only get 1 free action per turn, so yeah. Anyway, it's good. It's very good, especially since it comes with mobility. Kind of the healing perks tend to come with willpower and sometimes mobility. Smoke and mirrors into steadfast. This is going to make you a more reliable defender of your squad. Less likely to panic. Also comes with 2 aim and 5 will, as steadfast does on all soldiers, making it a nice little stat boost, as well as immunity to standard panic. Smoke and mirrors is going to double all your support grade are going to add a charge to all of your support grenades, which is smoke, flash, bangs, battle scanners, Kim, Psi, and mimic grenades. Remind me to change the text for this perk, as some of those items are not named that anymore. But yeah, you'll have all the support grenades you want for longer missions, and you can toss them out like candy to keep your squad safe. And lastly, we have kind of the light grenadier build, bombard into sapper, great for cover destruction, pinpoint accuracy, incredible long range with grenades, but you don't get grenadier until much later. So think of this as your fewer charges, but very powerful, mixed with demolition rigging, which does give you grenadier, and 2 slots worth of grenades. You can really deal some damage, especially against early enemies. Though I find it's kind of more important initially if you want to tackle those large UFOs, which are very dangerous, and you should strongly consider skipping them until you have some serious tier 2 or 3 weapons and armor. But for the really hard missions, you're going to need a medic fairly early in the game. So starting 1 or 2 of these guys early, going into medic and smoke and mirrors is kind of suggested. But if you find yourself with too many good command options, or it's later in the game, I think the light grenadier is an excellent choice. Or you're not turning any of your rocketeers into grenadiers. Can be worth it. Scout. We already talked about infantry. Okay. So the scouts, lightning reflexes, just great. You need these guys. If you want to use this perk for the team's benefit, then you'll have them up on the front line, moving around, maybe even taking shots if you know the enemy has covering fire, because lightning reflexes does reduce the chance that reaction fire will actually hit you, which is fantastic, especially when you're behind cover with that huge defense bonus instead of out in the open where lightning reflex normally procs. Hit and run and low profile. This is kind of your classic flanker build into crits, concealment. Later on you can give concealment to everyone using an item, but it reduces your accuracy and defense something serious, plus it's kind of heavy. So having it here is much more efficient, I would say, and wieldy, whereas equipping it on other people can be unnecessary and a waste. Suppression, opportunist, just all a nice bag of tricks for the commando kind of build. In the center you have kind of the squad support with hollow targeting to help your friends pick off targets, and battle scanners for when you're not engaged in a fight to give you some accuracy. Also, battle scanner perk always comes with 2 aim increase permanently, and of course if you have the perk you can throw them 50% farther, which is a big deal. After that, defense, and kind of a lot of items. So this one's kind of the itemization, like you'll have a free smoke grenade, whatever you're carrying, free battle scanners, free medi kit, and charge rounds out the all-around utility of this one. And then on the right we have Will to Survive into Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf comes with some base stat increases, 2 aim, 2 will, 1 mobility, and then it grants a little less than it did before. Confers +6 aim and +6 critical chance when not within 7 tiles of an allied unit. I believe. I've heard some reports that the amount it grants is different, but that's what I tried to set it to. Basically, I took some of the stats and made them permanent and kind of weakened the distance one. But this character is meant to survive and deal damage on their own. Avenger rounds out your weapon choices, and then you go under kind of toughness, and Packmaster gives you all sorts of awesome things. It's like there's a ton you can do with Packmaster. Altogether, I find that the Scout class is the one where you can mix and match the most freely, I designed it that way, but it turns out that is how it works. And I strongly suggest a 4th build option, especially early on the game. Will to Survive, low profile, tactical sense, resilience, metal, probably into Packmaster, but it's up to you. If you take all of these defensive perks, and only the Scout can actually access all of them in a single build. Oops, sorry. then you'll find that your scout is incredibly survivable against. They can tank muton grenades. They can run through anything. They become like an incredibly powerful positioning unit. And you'll find that the AI is terrified of flanking, and since they won't even bother to fire at this unit if he's close because his defense will be so high, you'll actually find an incredibly powerful tool even though you took no offensive perks whatsoever. It's kind of a leap of faith. You're going to have to trust me, but it works amazing. You'll see it at some point. Finally, we have the Sleeper class. This is very different from any of the other classes. The way it works is each of these columns has a consistent bonus it'll give you to aim for any one of these perks you take. Down the middle, it's 1 mobility, except for lightning reflexes, because lightning reflexes is so good, you don't need mobility for that. And on the right, it's 3 willpower. So aim, mobility, willpower. Their initial stats for making them a sleeper, they get a bonus health, a bonus mobility, and some aim and willpower. Are a bit higher than all the other classes. All the other classes get a small boost as well, usually 3 to 5 points. But sleepers get more, and while they do have the lowest willpower progression, Neural Damper makes up for that. It actually helps them tank psi attacks. They'll lure the enemy in with their seemingly low willpower, and then get a plus 20 bonus against it. Plus they can't be mind controlled, and they're immune to panic, which is fantastic, especially early in the game where panic chains can just spell death for everyone. So then your first pick, it's kind of up to you. You can totally mix and match here. This is kind of build them as you see fit. Your first pick is going to be your primary attacking choice. Double tap, reliable extra attacks, close encounters, even more reliable extra attacks, but you have to be close, and charge, which is just a fantastic perk, especially depending on what equipment is available to you. Note that rapid fire and charge combo, whereas not so many other perks do. So after that, it's up to you. This is kind of the stand and shoot section. If you want to focus on your standard attack and making it badass. Mobility is more about, between muscle fiber density and bioelectric skin, there's a great ability to scout buildings from the roof, as long as they're not too tall, or the sides, as well as kind of hunt down and murder psi using units. And then over here, regenerator, subdermal plating. These things will make you very, very tough. Excellent biotank. And so it's really how you build these guys. If you mix and match where you go is up to you. I usually go close encounters, muscle fiber density, bioelectric skin, to help take care of seekers and large UFOs, where I can walk on the roof quite easily and detect things on the inside without using precious battle scanners. Alright, the only class we haven't looked at yet is Assault, and I promise some of them will be coming soon. But let's get on with the mission. Okay, I want Scout, Sleeper, Command, Rookie, Rookie. No, infantry. Alright, first off, our infantry. It's really up to us how to deal with this. Heavy rack is really good. Skirmisher rack, also a fine choice. I think I'm going to go with Skirmisher. Let's go with a trophy. Extended mags will give us flush, plus it stacks with lock and load, so instead of 2 ammo, we'll have 4, which will let us rapid fire twice. And the last thing, every little bit of aim helps. Overwatch isn't very powerful with Skirmisher Rack because it's crit focused, and we don't have Opportunist, so we'll take that. Yeah, remember the aim bonuses will apply to rapid fire attacks twice, obviously, if you need, and so that's great. Also, Cutthroats, especially good on infantry because of lock and load. They can very effectively reload their sidearms, and the Cutthroats 1 ammo kind of makes it a hindrance to some enemies. Actually, oh, my bad. We'll take the MAC-10. Notably, the MAC-10, base damage 2, crit chance 76, 2 ammo, is very close to the Skirmisher Rack, base damage 2, critical chance 76. You'll note 8 less reaction range on the MAC-10, and of course it doesn't grant mobility or rapid fire, but it also has the sidearm range penalty, which is pretty serious if you don't have Avenger. So they're not the same, but functionally they do act quite similar. So the rapid fire perk from Skirmisher is going to work really well with the MAC-10. Practically the same damage output. Okay, our sleeper. Alright, Valentin, we're going to load you up with big weapons here. Do I want the drum mag, or do I want extended? Go with the drum mag. The drum magazine does reduce my crit chance by 20, but gives me 2 extra ammo and flush. Telemetrics kit. Ballistic armor. Sure, he'll be nice and tanky. We'll put that heavy weapon on him and flush so that he can reliably deal like last hits to weakened enemies. And that'll be good. Actually, no, we're going up against a UFO. So I'm gonna bring a breaching kit. Demolition rigging. No, that'll slow us down too much. Tempted to bring extended magazines because reloading is a pain. I think we'll bring a telemetrics kit. It's very important not to get swamped on these missions. Okay, we've got some rookies coming along, so I'm much more interested in bringing smoke grenades than medikits on my commands. And it's early in the game, so shotguns are really powerful against pretty much everything. Also, when you combine an HE kit with a needle grenade, they're both quite powerful. The HE kit does give you anti-material charges, meaning that all your explosives are going to do more damage to machines, including your needle grenades, which have a higher base damage, thus making them even better against machines than the HE kit. Excellent for drones. Nice to bring 1 or 2 along, but the HE kit is a bit heavier. Okay, Hin here has poor defense and poor health, but pretty good accuracy and speed. Let us, in that case, I want heavy armor. And multiple needle grenades. Needle grenades a little more effective against outsiders who tend to choose really good cover. Our scout. Let's go with a ballistic. I'm not going to take a marksman rack. They make it very difficult to use lightning reflexes near the front line because they require you to be farther from your target. Here, we're also going to go kind of grenade heavy. But we're going to have a lot more grenades. 12 speed, not too bad with charge. considering. On our last command, we're also going to take smoke. His accuracy isn't bad. Let's bring a telemetrics kit. And I think I'm going to be overwatching a lot, so I'm going to bring a drum magazine. And then I can flush if I want to. Drum magazine, since I can't crit on Overwatch without Opportunist, the crit penalty doesn't really matter, and it's more ammo, giving 6 ammo to the basic rifle. Okay, so we definitely need to put mediciness on somebody. This guy has great mobility, poor defense, and low health, so he is gonna be our medic. Yeah. Should be fine. Really can't afford to let him get targeted, especially by the outsider. So he'll be hanging back. Lower health, decent defense. Let's put some ballistic armor on her so we're not afraid to take her out. And I'm gonna throw laser sign telemetrics kit to up her aim. And the rifleman rack. Yeah, we'll take the rifle. Okay, we've got some health, we've got some smoke, we've got good firepower. No heavy weapons, except for plenty of grenades. So we're gonna want to play it safe. We can't really afford to try and blitz anything. We just want to churn through the pods roving around.
I hope they stay clear.
Sacred Vanguard. Grenades and rockets will destroy loot from corpses and kill disabled alien soldiers. Yeah, so we want to take care of the surrounding pods and then move in on the outsider,
This is Big Sky.
if possible.
Just north of the crash site. Strike 1 is in position to engage.
I wish I had squad sight for this map,
We'll
but
monitor those
hey.
readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Okay, so the question is, who do we post up there? Either someone who's going to pump out the firepower and needs to be safe. The characters that are... Any character that can do something as their first action and not end their turn is a good candidate to put in a nice defensible position. Okay, note the unity bonus. Every time you attack a UFO, the command squads always grant this to every character on the map. +5 will and +5 defense. That is outsiders and sectoid commanders. And even if you kill them, it won't go away. So just be warned that bases and UFOs, all enemies will get 5 will and 5 defense as a bonus. Now we have some characters who can get out there and crush. Now note the difference between how we equip some people. This guy's got 6 health total. Here we've got 10 on our tanky guy and on our tanky sleeper. The way you equip your characters makes a huge difference in how they behave on the battlefield now, so careful. Now low profile people could go out here, but there's a lot of great cover over here. I wouldn't mind picking these guys off. Let's go into Overwatch. I don't really want to engage those guys with shotguns. Let me look at my weapons. Does anyone else have a battle scanner? You do, rookie.
Getting it done.
Okay, let's move up here. We trigger aliens. Hopefully none are drones. And then I really need to know if I'm going to get flanked over here or not. seems good. Okay, so since I know my back is secure, we can move into some better positioning. She's got lots of ammo and Sentinel Overwatch. Got another command to make us feel nice and safe if we need. These guys are my Overwatch trap. We're going to Overwatch. He's slightly closer. Let's take this shot. Very nice. 28% chance. That's better than 1 in 4, which is really not so bad. And he still got some Overwatch up. Now it's time for our other characters to go out there.
That's affirmative.
Keep an eye on these guys. We do have Guardian, granted by the... when in Overwatch, you gain additional 15% defense. Granted by the Breaching Kit, which also gives us a flashbang. We could charge into position, but I saw him in a pretty decent one. Also note that Sectoid's vision is actually lower than your alien, so they're going to have to take a bit more aggressive and dangerous positions than you. Our infantry is someone we want in the fight whenever possible. It's interesting, we could flush this guy. 81% chance to crit. Yeah, let's see how this goes. We only did 2 damage on our crit from the reduction, but that's still pretty good, and he's out of cover. Let's hide this guy right here. And we know this is fairly safe.
Running.
Let's not be too aggressive. I don't know where the other pods are, but we'll get the scout down here too. And hopefully they'll have to wander into our Overwatch to get anything done, which would be great. Okay. Oh, 40% chance. Oh, and he picks another one off. Look, Sentinel can be kind of a crapshoot if you only get 1 shot off. But if you get 2, it can be very good. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Aggression. Any crit perk makes them more likely than not, I would say, to crit against people in light armor. So you have to watch out for that. Valentin. He is nastily close to flanking us. We've got the heavy armor. I prefer to sweep all the way across. But I'd love to have a battle scanner out there first. We're going to control our line of sight. If we moved here, we'd expose all this, and we might not even be able to see the people we're fighting right now. Let's move here first. 34% could be worse. Let us advance slightly up the middle with our scout. Our chances against both of them aren't that bad. This will be, of course, due to aiming angles, discounting a good portion of his cover. He's only getting 9 defense from that. I could charge up, but not knowing where the other alien pods are right now, that seems a little questionable. So let's try, this guy doesn't have any perks, but... Okay, I think that guy is scared and he's not gonna make great decisions.
On it.
Let's keep with the small jumps ahead. 237% chances. That's right on the line of being worth it or not. 82% chance to flush. That should be fine. We'll go for mass overwatch and the flush. This will use up all our ammo. No, normally we'd be out of ammo by now, but we took extended magazines and we have lock and load. Okay, so not only did we weaken them, but we've got 4 overwatch shots on him. And it may seem like a waste of ammo, but we got ammo to spare. We made sure that... And I mean, I don't know how many 40% chance shots it takes to put something in the ground.
No way that just happened.
That guy lucked out. But then again, every point of damage is a good point. Oh, he is begging to be shotgunned. Now moving too far up is a wee bit dangerous. What about this guy? Could be really aggressive and pursue him, but I think that kind of risks triggering another pod.
Headed there now.
So we're gonna play it safe instead. Oh, 56% chance. I will take that. Ah, well.
Shot failed to connect.
Using charge on this guy.
Moving to firing position. All in ass.
We'll try this position. 77. Sadly, the luckiest sectoid in the world.
I see you, Commander. On it.
No, we don't have the range here. We can see him, but our skirmisher rack does not range on him. We'll go into Overwatch. Well, that's what I would have done if the enemy fired at me like 8 billion times. Okay, so that squad's morale is crushed. But they'll be back. Let's take this time to spread out a bit so that we can be guaranteed to flank anyone we want. I normally don't double move with my people out on the flanks that early in the turn, but if I was going to trigger something, now would be the time. I am feeling pretty confident about my ability to just kind of rove around the map at this point. Worst case scenario would be aliens on the high ground over here, or aliens I can't engage with much of my squad over here. Our battle scanner's down. Let's pack him away somewhere nice and safe. Note he has field surgeon. If you bring a medkit at all, it can reduce or eliminate recovery time of non-critically wounded soldiers. Basically, wound recovery time will be calculated if the soldier's lowest hit points during the mission was 1 higher than it was. So that's guaranteed. If you bring a med kit, your first point of health will act more like armor, and you will not get extra recovery time for it. So bring those med kits. They're really worth it.
Location confirmed.
Okay, we're gonna dash here. We're gonna be nice and out of sight of anyone. Could have triggered a pod, but then that's fine, and we can deal with that. Here,
Let's rock.
we can reload and send out a battle scanner. Let's not.
Copy that.
I think our infantry, if our scout finds
On it.
it's safe, we'll move up there. This guy is not really a push your luck kind of character.
Time to motor.
Let's dash him into safety. Maybe he's going to see something interesting as he dashes. Nope. And with these guys, someone needs to reload.
On the move. Good to go.
We're going to alternate their reloads. One of them will provide Overwatch fire support.
I'm rolling.
He's still got 2 shots left, if I'm correct. Yeah, 1, 2.
Roger that.
So he'll be fire support. She'll reload this time. Steady aim before rapid fire is also pretty good.
On the move.
We'll scoot up here. If I hadn't used a battle scanner, that would be way too risky a move to take.
Good to go.
We're going to reload because aliens tend to run for 2 turns before they get their, they find their footing, so to speak. All right. Let's get... And we keep moving him to heavy cover. That's because he's got heavier armor on. Okay, maybe there were not many survivors. It's always a possibility. One of the problems with this squad is I have no long-range weapons, so I kind of have to engage with a lot of my soldiers if I want any kind of advantage.
Affirmative.
And they really booked it.
Location confirmed.
On my way.
Okay, heavy cover, rifle
Overwatch.
overwatch.
Heading there now. Back online.
We'll reload. Is that a dash?
That's affirmative.
Let's take it in 2 moves. See that vision control there? It's key.
Headed there now.
Okay, since I saw it was safe, I didn't trigger any pods, we'll move him up as well. And
Yes, Commander.
a little bit of Overwatch. Skirmisher Rack, not great for Overwatch because its reaction range is pretty short. But it is better than nothing. Let's go ahead and shift up here.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Now, sectoids can be super sneaky. This tells us they were not super sneaky. And the closest aliens are in that direction, though I hear aliens over there, and there's a meld canister we should be thinking about.
Headed there now.
The meld canister is a trap. It's always a trap. Ooh. Unclever girl. Take that one down.
He's down.
I don't know if you were... Obviously, that was not the lucky one. Good job, Valentin. Let's see. Wherever the other one is... What we have to be careful of, they do have flanking sometimes. There's a good chance there's something real nasty out over here waiting for us. That's one of the reasons I've been sending a bunch of troops over in this direction.
Moving.
This might be a safe place to set up Overwatch.
Covered. Heading to that location. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
If anywhere, we'll be needing explosives
Solid copy, Commander.
over on this side sooner. That's what our scout carries.
I'm on it, Commander.
There is one sectoid, I believe, still up and running. Yeah.
Got it covered.
Perfect no. What is it? Enhanced tactical info or something? Gives you a nice little list of who is active. This guy's just our medic.
Good to go. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
And if this is where we're about to have combat,
Confirmed.
this is
Closing
where
out target
infantry should
position
be.
now.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Got something over here.
Okay. Not a great reaction shot, but the first pods that are activating get the dash bonus against Overwatch, so further attacks will be much more accurate. Some interesting positioning choices. Okay, we didn't set an Overwatch trap, but our positioning is rock solid here. Don't know what this guy's thinking. Our medic, anyone can deal with him, I think. And he has Slayer. There are a couple pieces of heavy cover out here. And looks like we got 6 sectoids on the run. Now, over on the right side is a great place for him when we go after the outsider. It can be kind of worthless otherwise.
I'm on it, Commander. Weapons hot.
Ooh, trigger a pod, huh? %50 chance to pick the one off. If we lose sight of these guys, things could get awfully ugly. Let's smash these up first. Okay, here's our command. He's got grenades. Those guys over there won't be able to get into combat range fast enough. Okay, we're gonna move up here. That guy's gonna be easy to kill. He's the one flanking us right now. Cautious and Unity, not so bad. Slayer. It's bad without aggression. Or it's not so bad without aggression. Okay, we won't have our flank there. I really want to put her in low cover. Ah, she can move up here. Here's another grenadier. We can swarm over him with shotgun shots. That's not really an issue. Question is, who should shoot where and when? Okay.
I'm on the move.
Gonna move him up here. There, okay, we get to see all of them.
I'm I'm on it, Commander.
Put her here. That seems like a solid
Aye, aye,
position.
Commander.
I really want to deal with this guy with, like, the guy in the back. The guy in the back is my medic. If my medic can kill them, that frees up everyone else. So, 261% chance. It, like, always has missed for the second one, but boom, that was great. Okay, now we can be a bit more aggressive. Here, yeah. We don't have that many people who can make it over there in the left anymore. And a flank on these guys to put them down would be great. Plus, shotgun flank is just sick. The fewer enemies with Slayer, the better. Note the damage shotguns can do when you crit. I could use smoke, but we've got some flanking shots. What do you have? Not flanking that guy. Also, enemies that have concealment, if a battle scanner is on, if they move in the area of a battle scanner, they'll lose it before they attack. 38. There are a lot of them. So, Grenadier gives us the range. It's fine if it doesn't kill wounds, reduce their stats. We can actually flush this guy.
Exposing.
He didn't move, but once again, it's basically a debuff. She can't see any aliens. That means they can't see her, which means her Overwatch is golden. And I don't think I can give up this shot. Okay, so we made a mess of those guys.
Good to go.
Our little buddy's gonna need some support over here.
I've got my eyes on.
For the moment,
Eyes firm.
we'll pull back. Not too far, but far enough that he'll have to wander into our Overwatch. So we'll play it coy over here while we crush the other sectoids on the first pod we triggered. If we're lucky, Valentin can score on some overextended mind merge errors. Okay, one of the problems with rookie squads and low-level squads in general is their susceptibility to panic. So these guys have some good options. 37% chance to hit, really not a bad shot for a freebie. And maybe we'll get another one before he finds his... no. Side panic, 35% chance, fail, 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 fail. No. Okay. Chain panic. Thank you, Steadfast. Ooh, and they lock us all down. Thankfully, we had Steadfast on our infantry. Ruh-roh, son. Oh, come on. You got this. Okay. Really only took 1 damage, but of course, it's bad news. Now he was headed this way, which means we might be able to flank him out there, but there's pretty good cover.
Headed there now.
Okay, we're gonna just peek around for good shots. Okay, let's burn a battle scanner. This will also tell us where the outsider is, which it's important to avoid at some points. Or maybe it's just going to tell us where the outsider isn't. Not as informative as I'd like. Okay, we're gonna need some Overwatch cover. It's nice to see that that squad spread out a good bit. Can't pass up a flank, really. Right now, the more of these guys we can put down, the closer we will be to breaking them. He doesn't have any ammo. So we'll move him to a nice, safe position, closer to where people might get hurt. And reload. And then our infantry. Yeah. Let's try and flush this guy to death.
Exposing.
Oh, I should have reloaded first. Okay, hopefully we beat these guys up enough they're gonna stop their foul maneuverings. Okay. He went into concealment, which means he's moving to heavy cover. Thankfully, they didn't get close enough to flank us. And it might be, once our guys are done, that we're just gonna crush them. Also, looks like we're getting some great flanking opportunities over here. Only known to us because of the battle scanner. Yeah, we totally crushed these guys' morale. Okay, the problem is, with concealment and once they scatter like this, hunting them down can be a pain and they might sneak up on your flanks later. Uh-oh, Valentin. Valentin loves that. Lots of double moving on their part, which is great because lots of panic on ours. Okay, everyone is back. He's still deluded. But a deluded man with a shotgun is still dangerous. Oh, we don't have charge back. That's fine. Okay. There's like 2 of them over here, which is great. We could take them out with 1 grenade, but can probably do better than that. And then this is one of the longest. Oh yes, to flank. Now there's no guarantee we'll hit that shot, but you gotta trust in the sleeper stats at some point. And this is a pretty slick move unless it triggers the outsider, but it really shouldn't. Oh, we're not flanking? Still a 57% chance to hit. Not so bad. Damn. I moved in the low cover for the flank if I had eyeballed it correctly. Okay. Here we need to reload, and then considering what targets we have,
Move into position.
yeah, let's take a step forward. Drop a bomb. Don't want to hit that trailer or that tractor. But I'd love to destroy your cover and wound your friends. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Okay, let's move up here. That guy's exposed, but someone with a shotgun could do better. Let's try and flush this guy. 58% isn't great, but might let us feed our medic. kill. Which is always good. Let us 100% chance to hit and kill. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, Flush. That is just what it is for.
Okay.
Let's let her take this shot. She needs... Oh, wait. There are enemies back over here. Wait.
Roger, done.
Let's aggress our scout upon them. You can see so many enemies. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we should be safe. They are fleeing. Oh, 83% chance down. Killing me, Canada. Okay, we're gonna use charge.
Moving to fire position.
This is one of our tougher
Location
characters.
confirmed.
So we want them tanking
X-ray neutralized.
any of these fleeing aliens if they turn around.
Affirmative.
Should be safe on the flank here. Might as well use rapid fire in case you miss. If you don't, you obviously don't shoot the ammo. Oh, what's wrong, guys? You worried? Something wrong? Scared? Basically, in the early game, the swarm of sectoids is mostly a positional danger. Like, if they flank you, only if they have Slayer and aggression are they truly dangerous to a well-positioned squad. If they can't crit or there's not any bonus damage behind the crit, really it's just a matter of positioning to keep even a large swarm of them at bay, except for the panic portion. They can really knock you down and chew on your health. Okay, battle fatigue. We're in good sectoid hunting shape. We didn't let them get out. They did keep moving. We need to move her somewhere and reload. There is an alien out there. Somewhere.
I'm on the move.
Well, it could be an Overwatch now that I think about it. Or it could be doing that. We've got Flush, 90% chance to hit. We'll take our last 2 ammo, but I think it'll be a kill. Yeah.
Out of ammo here.
Maybe only because it crit, but still. Okay, we don't know where the outsider is,
Moving to position.
but this is a good position. And even if we did trigger him, Valentin's one of the few characters that could take a shot, survive, and run away. And this flank is pretty close to a solid kill. Okay, here we have our tanked up rookie. Let's try and get some vision on the aliens. I think they both fled.
Locked and loaded.
Need to position her somewhere and just reload. If they fled, that means they didn't go into Overwatch.
Heading to that location.
34. Now, Slayer plus Mind Merge is a dangerous combo. Actually. So we want to be cautious of that. Now, our hardened soldiers are going to be much safer than our low-profile soldiers versus that particular combo. He's got... If I knew where this Mind Merger was... that way. Maybe I could kill it. If we run here, do you think we'll see it? I kind of doubt it. Okay, this is a tanked up rookie. Alright, see, now that was worth it. So we saw the Psy line. Oh, wait. Is he the one merging into that one? Either way, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Tell me about this one. I don't know. Okay, either way, we found an exposed alien that we can charge in on.
Down. Good copy. Moving on target.
And that'd be great.
He's down.
Very good. Okay, over here, we've got charge. Took care of that guy and that guy. It's only the one sectoid active right now. I'll take this position and reload.
Rock and roll.
Here. Doctor's been getting a workout.
Good to go.
Dr. Rookie. And here, we don't have to worry so much about reloading with our infantry, as they can do it pretty much whenever they want. So let's just get to the best firing position we can find. This guy, not panicking this time. He's now suppression. There's nothing sadder than a lone sectoid suppressing someone. Oh, we can't quite make it. Unless it's a lone sectoid suppressing a scout, I suppose that's pretty brutal. If we get close, our ability to hit him increases dramatically, especially with shotguns. And you see, we're looking at, from our weapon and range, 76% bonus chance to hit. That's really not bad, but we've got a lot of grenades. And I really want to position myself as quickly as possible to take out this UFO before my willpower and aim tank anymore from green fog. Okay, if the battle scanner over here didn't see him, we really want to... Can I throw the battle scanner in a lot of good places? Yeah, okay. We'll reload, since that's a freebie, and use our second action to drop a battle scanner somewhere cool. Toad's cool? Yeah, there it was. Hopefully that'll tell us where the outsider is. Alright, that's not bad positioning. Could there be another swarm of aliens? We've killed 16. I don't think so.
Aye, aye, Commander.
But if there is, they'd be right around here, I think. If there's only one outsider left, we won't really need to reload.
On the move.
Pull on our shotguns in a nice surrounding position. He's got an anti-personnel grenade, and that line of running is fine.
All in ass. Alien object in sight.
Is there a meld canister we saw somewhere? This guy's gonna need to reload.
Moving.
But his ammo capacity, boosted of course by drum magazine, Worked out exactly perfectly. Careful about where you move.
Heading to that location. Ready to engage.
Make sure you have ammo when you need it. Medic didn't work. Well, we didn't need the medic, which is great. Should be fairly safe to stand out in the open.
Confirmed. On the move.
If I need his weapon,
Double time.
I mean, you never know when you're going to need all your soldiers, or it's that one more damage. Alright, alien turn's getting pretty short.
Stepping off.
Oh yeah, where's that meld? Is it like on the roof or something? Let's see. Okay, our scout is way out of position, but that accounts for all the sectoids. Should be able to strike next turn. That might be about to go.
Good to go.
Let's try and be a little cautious. Our battle scanner is going to run out of juice. So let's get a new one in there, so we don't have to deal with his concealment. Outsiders have concealment, kind of otherworldly beings.
Roger. Got my eyes on it. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Yeah, our infantry is going to want a piece.
Confirmed. Closing on target position now. I'm on the move.
Roger that. Scanning.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Oh, that turn went so fast they didn't even... Just making sure everyone actually has actions, because that was like something else. Okay, we don't have any long-range stuff to work it over too much. So let's trigger it with a rookie. Yeah, now where to go? Yeah, he looked a little frustrated. His choices aren't great. Okay, we're gonna charge because we need to get in close. And a flanking shotgun attacks are kind of the general way to deal with these guys early on. Yeah, that was great. Valentin might be able to put him in the ground all on his own. And we've got plenty of backup ready to storm around. Of course, we could flashbang him, which is really, really safe. And because of weird aiming stuff, is definitely what we're gonna do. Sorry, Valentin. But also good job. Okay, our rookie. Put some Overwatch on you. Yeah, our scout we might need soon for the lightning reflexes.
Heading to that location.
Let's protect Valentin's back. We might be too far away for Overwatch, but I don't want to get too close with that light armor. Oh yeah, we'll want to look at the perks
Moving out.
that this nasty jerk has for us. Okay. Let's know what bonuses are currently active on it. Lone Wolf and Unity. Yep, that's bad. It is the one providing Unity. It's also got Danger Zone. So if it suppresses an area ready for anything. So if it just stands there and makes an attack, it gets Overwatch for free. Close Combat Specialist, so it attacks anything that gets too close. Remember, line of sight applies to this. and you can't trigger opportunist attacks from the first square within their line of sight. It's always the second. Moving out of that first square is what triggers it. Bioelectric skin. Not sure if this actually functions for aliens, but I'd be curious to see, and I'm so curious that I just left it on them. Regenerator. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that on aliens. It's bad. Concealment. Yep, he can go invisible just like sectoids. Vigilant. His reaction fire suffers no aim penalty, which makes him brutal unless you're a scout. Of course, Lone Wolf, which we saw, and Esprit de Corps, so everyone on the map gets 5 will and 5 defense. Sounds great, right? We could try and chip away at him. Yeah, let's do that. Might open him up to being dead. He took no damage because he had cover, and he's flanking Valentin. He'll totally take that shot. It's time for someone a little bit faster. Can we shoot him from there? That's not cover. Okay, that is cover, and we can see them. Okay, let's get really aggressive. He's disoriented. He's already flanking one of our soldiers, so it can't get much worse. I'm not worried about him dying off a single hit, mostly.
Chalk up another one.
Very good. Okay, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Obviously, it turned out really well. We were spread all over the map with only specialists and rookies, and we still conducted a decent firefight, I think. So that's about how I want the mod to feel. Everyone's out for 7 or 8 days. That's not too bad. 6 here. And everyone leveled up. Specialists and, yeah, so we got a pile of specialists and lance corporals. They'll be getting back within 5 to 8 days. We captured alien computer apparently, and we did put the hurt on some of these guys. Let's sell that trash immediately. Flight computer will save. We'll see about it. You do get access to more of those, and selling stuff is super important in this mod, as the money just won't be enough to cover all your expenses. Okay. Let's see, is there anything important I need to sell to make money for? Satellite uplink going up. What do we want? A repair bay might be nice. We're gonna need to think about energy though. And it looks like steam vents are all over here. Steam is a nice cheap way to get energy early in the game, but it kind of eats into your income reserve, which later on, as countries leave and this monthly income drops, it means steam is almost too expensive to keep, and upgrading to more efficient methods is suggested. So let's purchase that. I think I might... The repair bay... Where'd he go? What else? Let's see. If this is energy, and this is kind of our foundry block, that should work out. And this can be research. Yeah, so we'll start off using this for energy. We'll slowly phase it out. And it looks like we'll build our big energy stuff over here. So do I want that repair bay or not? We don't have much for it to use yet. Our motion trackers aren't even done. Oh, that's good. All right. Let's look at our barracks. What do we have left? 15 unwounded soldiers out of 23. We've got some more incoming right now. All right. Let's see what the next mission's going to be. And wrap up this episode. Motion trackers. Small UFO. Okay, 3 days in repairs. we've got 2 Jinn Hunters and a Hellstorm ready to go. Okay, let's go for bombs.
We're in pursuit.
It's most likely with bombing runs. Oh, 1 shot, 1 kill. That's what nukes get you. Your ability to one-shot some UFOs is not going to last long. So that guy's down. And think of crashed UFOs as bonus missions. You don't have to go on them, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities, and sometimes skipping them is best. But I don't mind waiting. Okay. Well, I'd have to exhaust these guys. I'm a little worried about a better mission coming along. I guess if I exhaust these guys, our barracks is going to catch up pretty quickly. We'll have some experienced people in 3 days. Yeah, we're probably going to exhaust these guys and send out 5 more rookies to take down this UFO. But that's another dangerous mission in a row. At least we have our scanners this time. Now, we can even wait for alien weaponry, but that's not really going to get us much for the next mission. And the sooner we go on it, the sooner our people will not be fatigued. Alright guys, it's the 6th day of March, and we're taking on our 2nd UFO. You can look forward to a lot of missions in this one, but you should be able to wrap up the game sooner. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know I rambled a bit. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until then, farewell, and good luck.